So students, today we are going to read the next part, understand the next part of chapter Defense Officer Wahida. As you have already read the first part of the chapter, you have seen there is an interview going on. So the interviewer is asking few questions and Wahida is answering them. Let's see. Question is, so what happened to your degree in MBBS? MBBS is the medical degree. Wahida is saying, I am a doctor, but in Indian Navy, a naval doctor does not just give medicine to patients. She is in fact a medical officer. The ship goes to sea for 3 to 4 months at a time. There is my responsibility to make sure that everybody on the ship stays fit and healthy. I carry out medical checkups of all the officers and sailors. I also have to make sure that no garbage collect and there are no rats on the ship. Now she is saying what is her job on the ship. A ship usually sails for 3 to 4 months, means it will be on the ocean. And it will be in the ocean for 3 to 4 months, and during those months, all the officers and all the staff member in the ship who are working in the ship should be healthy, fit and fine. And a doctor's job is to see all these things and also not to collect garbage and rat in the ship, because rats and garbage can spread diseases. I must keep everybody ready for any medical emergency on the ship. In case there is an accident on the ship, such as fire, everybody must be ready to deal with it. Suppose there is an emergency. She has given one example, like suppose there is a fire outbreak in the ship. What will happen? How everyone will act, react, and how everyone will maintain their safety. Everything a doctor on the ship have to clarify to each and everyone. And also her job is to not only to take care of everyone but also to see that the situation, the condition of the ship is okay or not. It is healthy to live there or not. Next question that the interviewer asks her is there a hospital on the ship? Wahida saying, first aid is given on every naval ship. Naval ship means the ships that are being used by Indian Navy or Navy. It is known as naval ship. First aid is always given in the ship, any kind of naval ship. Each ship has one doctor and 2 or 3 assistants. Assistants who help the doctor in his or her job. Necessary medicines and some equipment are also available. All these things are kept in a small room. So all the necessary items are there in the ship in a small room. Whenever there is a need of these things, they are being kept out of them and they are being used by the doctor and the assistants. Next question. You are the first woman to lead a passing out parade. You must have worked very hard for this. Now what is a passing out parade? You must have seen this in TV. So there are the crowd of people who walk behind and she was in front of it, and that was a parade. She was leading the parade. Wahida is saying, my seniors gave this opportunity to me after seeing my performance for 3 years. She have worked very hard, and after seeing her performance of 3 years, her seniors have given her this chance. I felt happy that they had chosen me and showed faith in me. Faith means when you believe in someone, that is faith. So I practiced very sincerely. So all the hard work and sincerity of her paid off. Means it actually worked. So hard work and sincerity always works, children. Now the next question that the interviewer asks, tell us something about that parade. In a parade, 4 platoons march behind the leader. There are 4 platoons, there are 4, you can say, the rows of soldiers. 36 commands have to be given during the entire parade. 36 commands means 36 times you have to shout out very loud and you have to command your troop. This must be given in a very loud voice. Just I have said, not in a shouting voice but in a very loud voice, so that it is heard till the rear, till the end of the parade, till the end of the line. It should be heard very clearly. The voice should also reach the spectators sitting on the other side of the ground. Usually you have seen whenever this kinds of thing happen, there are spectators. Spectators means viewers. There are viewers. Supposedly it is happening in a ground, then there will be viewers who will be sitting on the side of the ground. So the voice of command should be so loud and so clear that it should be heard to the viewers, to the spectators, as well as to the last man or woman who is standing in the parade at the last end line. Now the next question is, didn't you feel nervous leading your platoons? Wahida said, I was nervous, but one has to shout 36 commands. If you forget even one, the entire parade can get spoiled. I practiced every morning and evening for a month. Can you imagine? She have practiced for almost 30 to 31 days, a month, in the morning and also in the evening. But I have been participating in parades since school. Like in my school, I can say very proudly, we used to have parade. And we used to practice the parade just like Wahida did. Every morning before the sports day or annual day. These kinds of parades you must also have seen in your school. You have also must practice these kinds of parade, or you must have seen your elder students, your senior students doing this. So these kinds of things are very much exciting to learn also. Now the next question is, what is the meaning of the word prism in your name? As you have heard her name is Wahida Prism. So what is the meaning of prism in your name? Wahida said, my father gave this name to me. A prism is a kind of glass which reflects 7 colors. My father wanted me to be like a prism, and that is why he started calling me by this name from my childhood itself. So this is very sweet and very thoughtful, because you all should know that a prism is a kind of glass from where if the sunlight passes, it reflects or it refracts the color, and 7 colors you can see. So her father also wanted her to be a prism. She should spontaneously, she should give out, she should reflect 7 colors, all the colors in the world. So her father started calling her this name from her childhood itself. Isn't it interesting and sweet? Now there are few questions that you are going to answer by yourself. Do you know anyone who is in defense services? Is that person is in Navy, Army or Air Force? Like I can say my father was in Army, my grandfather was also in Army. Similarly, you can say about yourself, your family, or maybe your neighbor or your friend's family. Next question. What work do they do in the force? What do you think? What kind of work they do in the defense forces? Next question. Would you like to join the defense services? Like in future when you will grow up, would you like to join the defense forces? If yes, then why? If no, then why? Which of these 3 would suggest? Now the next question. Now, all these questions you have to answer by yourself, as you know. In which other job do people wear uniform as in defense services? In which other jobs you have seen people wearing uniform? You have seen defense people wearing uniform, but which other people do also wear uniform? Wahida works as a doctor in the Indian Navy. Can you name 5 other occupation in the Navy? In Navy there must be other occupations also. Can you name them? Have you ever seen a parade, hold a parade in your own school and try giving 36 commands? For example, parade, eyes right, don't move, close in, open file. Can you add some more command to the list, like a few commands that you have given? Commands are a kind of order that you give in a very firm voice. Talk to a doctor and find out about his or her work. What are the work of a doctor? When you do MBBS and you become a doctor, what are your work that you have to do? Next, do you know any woman who has done something unusual? Talk to her in the same way as we talk to Lieutenant Commander Wahida Prism. Think of the question that you will ask. Find out why she has chosen that work and what were the difficulties she faced in her life. Now, being a lady officer in defense forces is not easy at all. You have to be very sincere and hardworking, and you have to struggle a lot to achieve that goal, to achieve that dream of yours. So if you also want to do that, or you know someone who have done that, take their interview and also make your dream big. You can also do it if Wahida can. So similarly, I am sharing few incredible pictures of women defense officers and women force in defense. So you are going to see them and get inspired. Thank you, students.